Hey, bae. Welcome to Let's Talk Talk Show. Share, like, comment, get ready. We are about to get started.
Date.
Yes.
If you haven't registered, because you had to have already registered to participate in this one.
Correct.
But if you want to participate in the one that's on November 3rd, October 5th is the cutoff.
Correct. And what I always tell people, because most people that I'm around are either registered already, but say, for instance, you've had a name change between now up until October 5th. You want to make sure you get that correct. If you've changed your address, if you've moved within that time frame, you want to make sure that address gets correct. Say, for instance, if a party that you have registered with now, you may want to change it. You want to make sure within this time frame from now up until October 5th that you make sure that's correct. Some folks may be non-party affiliated, but you might want to switch to a particular party in order to make sure you get a ballot that matches that party that you want to vote in. You got to make sure all of that information is accurate. So that time frame, you may have already been registered, but that's a great time frame to use to make sure everything is updated on your record.
Oh, wow. Now, this is a side note. It popped in my head because I never really thought about it till you mentioned it. So if you have a NPA, your ballot, does your ballot have like everything on it, or how does that work?
So great question. So if you are registered as an NPA, your ballot won't have every race on it. It'll have the clerical courts and it'll have the judicial races, because those races do not identify by a party. So, for instance, judges are neutral. They're a neutral body. They're a neutral voice. So they don't identify by a party. They don't identify by Republican or Democrat or any other party. So if you are an NPA voter, you would be able to vote in those races. But say, for instance, your state senator in your district is up. Your state representative in your area is up. There's not a non-party affiliated candidate in the race. Unfortunately, you lose out on being able to vote within that race.
Interesting. So party affiliation is actually key, because I know some people are like, I don't want to be to the
right.
But realistically, it's like, all right, pick a side.
Right.
If you really want to be part of making a difference, pick a side.
Right.
That is it. Okay. I listen. It's all. Let me tell you, one of the things I love about the show is that I love learning more.
Yeah.
I'm never a know-it-all, and that is actually something that I had no clue of.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys got to October 5th. Use it as an update time, which I'm gonna be moving, so I definitely need to go get my life together. Okay.
Like, the language matters, because if you tell people register, they like, well, I done already registered already. I don't really need to do nothing, And then when the date comes around, you're like, wait a minute, why I didn't get something in the mail, or why didn't I get register? So use it as an updating time. That's the best kind of way we could kind of frame it to people, and maybe it'll click off a light bulb.
And then we have the big one on November 3rd. Okay, so fun fact, this is not election related. November 3rd is actually the last date of Mercury retrograde.
Oh, wow.
So I don't even know. I'm burning all the sage. I'm wearing all the crystals.
Listen, that is...
Wow. I just let you know.
This can only happen like in
2020.
Only.
My friend was like, when is the next retrograde? And I was like, that's a good question, because we keep up on them. And I said, let me look up. And I looked and I saw the date. November 3rd is the last date. That's when it ends. I was like, Lord, this is gonna be an interesting one.
Hey, bae, have you tuned in to Let's Talk Talk Show? Hosted by yours truly, Media Bae. Your chatty Afro-Latina that siempre has something to say. If you're interested in sponsoring an episode, just hit me up on heymediabae.com. Let's Talk airs live and can be replayed on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, YouTube, Twitch. Just search Media Bae. Like, share, comment, and let's talk. See you, bae.